Hi everyone and welcome to this video. In this video we'll be talking about queues, and we have already talked about stacks in a detailed manner, means stack using arrays and stack using linked lists. And I hope that you got fairly intuitive idea about stacks and queues. Okay? Not queues, you will get an intuitive idea of queues in this video. Okay, as I'll code a little bit in this video, and next couple of videos will be on queues always. Okay, so as usual, without wasting time, let's get into it. So this is a video of DSA mastery course. So what are queues? Can you define what a queue is in real world? What is queues? What is queues? Mainly if you have given your Microsoft exam or maybe your online exam, or you are in buying something, or maybe your vaccination of COVID-19, so you are in queue of that. Okay, so let's say this is a person who give vaccines to the person. He is a doctor and he give back vaccines to the person. Okay, so there are these many people. Okay, there are these many people. So he's the first one to get vaccinated. Then in the second number, in the second queue, this will be the next one to be vaccinated after him, and this will be the third one after vaccinating this second one. Okay, so they are in queue. Okay, so that's called kind of maybe the number of elements in a queue manner, as it means it's a FIFO manner. I will tell you what a FIFO is. And for instance, understand queue is the one who here is the one who has it first, because when you're going to shopping mall, you wanted to cut your invoice. So the first one to be standing at the top of the line would be not top, it's the first of the line. Then he would be cutting his invoice first, then second, then third, then fourth. These are the queues. Okay, so in the same way we have a queues and data structure. So stacks follow the LIFO data structure, LIFO format. Stacks follow the LIFO format, and LIFO is last in, first out. What do you mean by last in, first out? I've already covered in detail, but in simple means the last one to be inserted, the first one to be removed from there. Okay, so let's say you've inserted first at this, then the second plate, then third plate, then fourth plate. Okay, so you can only remove the plate from the top, and you can only insert the plate on the top. Okay, so it follows the rule of last in, first out. Means the last one to be inserted, the first one to be out or the removed. But queues follow the structure of FIFO data structure. FIFO, the first one to be inserted, the first one to be out. What do I mean with FIFO? FIFO means that let's take an example. He's the person who wants to get vaccinated using this person. Okay, so what will happen? So I'm just drawing it again. I think you all are able to see. Okay, so this is the person, and he's vaccinating other people. Okay, so he will be the first one to be vaccinated, and then he will go. So the first one to be removed from this queue, then he will be the second one to be removed from this queue, then etc. So first one first out. Queue follow the rule or principle of first one first out. Means the first one to be inserted, the first one to be out. Okay, so in terms of numbers, I can say that let's say we have inserted 14, 15, 16, 17. So this is the 14 is the first one to be inserted, so we delete, and now it is. Okay, so the first one to be inserted is the first one to be out. But in stack data structure, the last one to be, this is the last one to be inserted, the first one to be out means removed. Okay, now I think that you got clearly into the idea about LIFO and first in first out. So let's take an example of queues. So let's say you are just standing in a queue of means for cutting your invoice, etc. Okay, so you are here, and other persons are, oops, I don't want to make it, yeah, other person are there, then you are here, then you are here, oops, okay, then again someone is here, okay, and this is your line. Okay, so what will happen if they are cutting the invoice? There is a one person who's cutting their invoice by taking the dollars. Okay, so I know my drawing is a little bit bad, but it's good. Okay, so this will be the first one here is this one. Okay, so this is the first one to be out from this queue, because he will pay the rupees and then he will out, then he will come, he will pay, he will out, he will come, he will pay, he will out. And the same with stacks, queues work. The first element to be inserted, let me write one definition. The first one to be inserted, the first one to be out, the first one to be out. Okay, pretty much is what I'm trying to say here about queues, and I hope that you got fairly into the idea what queues are. And there are a lot more real world examples also, like in stacks we have balanced parentheses, and we can also some modification on using queues. So that's what the following of stacks and queues. And I hope that you got fairly intuitive idea about queues. This video is totally dedicated on examples. I think in the next video we'll be talking about a little bit about queues. Okay, but before that, let's code it a little bit, not too much, little bit for now. So here is the class that I made, and I want data, means we'll first implement in our next video, we'll first implement queue using arrays. So we want first of all the array, then the second one is front, the first one to be inserted means the front of kind of at the 0th index. Okay, and the private in rear, here we have rear, which is the last element of the queue. And the size, obviously the size, we want this all to be go ahead. Okay, so I'll be catching up in the next video. Till then, take care, and we watch my video. Tell your course, means what to do you want in the description down below. I will catch you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.